Hi. There's a lot of people that they don't know what to do with the ends and how they're going to cut them. There's a lot of different ways where you can clamp them and slice them. What I do is I glue them. I use water glass. Water glass is about 40% sodium silicate, and I use the technical grade, and I have it in a little bottle or a jar here, and I just use it from here. I use a stick, popsicle stick, to use it. And what I do is I get a lot of 2x4 ends or 2x2, and I just cut them and put them aside. Every time I use them, I have to redress them back up again just to get uh, the glue off and the water off. So I'm going to do a couple here just to show you. I know you can't see my face, but you don't need to see my face. What you need to see is the ends here. This one here, even though it's large, but to put on a 18-inch saw or 20-inch saw, to clamp it is very hard. And you're going to clamp it and do a couple of cuts, and then you got to glue it anyway. So I just do it right now. So let me show you how I do this one here. Now you could apply it directly to your rock, or you could do it on the wood. I do it on the rock. This way I know where I'm applying it to. So it's very simple. You don't need to put too much. Just you spread it out like that. And that's it. So now I'm just going to put it in like so. Now make sure you just squeeze it in and out. One thing you got to make sure is when you set it up, don't get it below the surface right here. And the reason for that, when you put it down on your vise, this will be sitting on the vise, and if the vise is going to go bypass the center of your saw, you got couple of washers right in there, and the vise is designed that the base where this one is going to sit, it's above that washer. If you're going to have the rock below this point here, you might hit the washer on your saw. So that's why I make sure it's above. So when you clamp it, you know it's pretty good above. This one is already held in position. What I do is I just leave them overnight just to make sure that they're going to stay. So this is one here is already done. Now let's say you have a couple of small ones like these here. So what I do is I'm going to take a 2x2. This here is clean, and I can actually clamp both of them at the same time. So this way I'll save time cutting them. Again, you got to make sure that it is above the vise plate. So I'm going to put them this way. That looks good. All I have to do now is just put some glue, which is the water glass we talked about, and here it goes. Okay, I'm just going to put it this way. Okay, here is the other one. It's going to fit right there. And both of them are above that surface. So now I got this one also ready. I'm just going to leave it aside, and that will be ready for me tomorrow. Now you got the hang of it. Now what we're going to do once we finish is, one thing you got to do is when you have it like this here, you need to get your marker, get a highlighter, and start from the inside out. So you start marking out the slices that you're going to do, and your marker basically is going to be your width of your saw blade. Okay, so when I'm doing this, I know the first cut is going to be somewhere around here, and I might get a little bit there, nothing there. So by the time I come to the end, everything, all the other ones, they're going to be parallel to the first cut, and you're not going to lose too much. So the last cut, it might not be, if you don't mark them, it might be too big, because if you cut it, it will have two very thin surfaces or slabs. You don't want to do that, but you want all the slabs even. It's only the first one that you're going to really cut it to be parallel to your last cut that you already have in there. So this is a good idea to do it. Now once you do that and you cut them all, you're going to end up with these. So most people are saying, okay, so what am I going to do now to take them off? It's very simple. All you do is dunk them in a pail of water and leave them there overnight. What's going to happen is just going to separate by itself, and you'll have your slab. The last slab is going to be at the bottom of the pail, and this one, the wood, is going to be floating up. Here's one that I just took it out, and you could see it's all wet. But yeah, it came out right there, and you don't have to do nothing. Now this one here, I'm going to reuse one more time. After it dries up, I'm just going to plane it and clean it up so I can glue the next one to it. So here I got quite a few of them that I got to do. Now, some people were asking, okay, so what do you do when you have a geode? You know, you get something like this. How are you going to clamp this one here? It's round, and there's no way you can put it in a vise, and because it's too small and it's awkward to clamp it. What I have is I get this device here. So here you go. That's what I use. Actually, this here, if you once you cut it, then you could again glue it the same way like we did with the other ones. Here. And I hope that this will be informative for yourself. This one here is already cut, so all I have to do, this was geode. All I have to do is just glue it on another piece of wood, and I can slice it that way. Okay, well, thanks for watching.